Fellow citizens, please look at this.
Parts of Johannesburg are getting a major cleanup ahead of the G20 Summit. Some of the areas receiving a facelift are here in the inner city. Streets such as De Villiers, which were previously inaccessible, now have people moving about with ease. Trees have even been planted as part of the makeover.
Imagine that. They're even planting trees. Trees, ladies and gentlemen. When last did you see any trees being planted by the ANC and its babies? These weak trees don't even look like they're going to last. You let me know what you think. Once upon a time, we were taught that September 1st was Arbor Day and we were encouraged to plant trees. Now the culture has moved from planting trees to splashing water on people who don't want to even participate. But the fact that they're planting these trees to impress the foreign guests is proof that they know that trees are good, but they've chosen not to plant them for citizens. You can pretend all you want, but I will tell you this for sure. Anything that happens because you want to impress someone and not because you like or value it will not last. You don't have the drive, the inherent love, or the value for what you're pretending to do. Hence, you will not be able to sustain that fake behavior. That's the story of life, and that is the story of the ANC.
Along the Nasrec precinct, the area is being spruced up. The G20 Leaders Summit signage is everywhere. The South African government is spending nearly 200 million rand on hosting the gathering. But what's in it for Johannesburg, you may ask? Well, city officials say residents have a lot to be excited about.
There's a whole lot of changes that are happening in Johannesburg, and these changes, these infrastructure changes, are going to remain for the benefit of the citizens of Johannesburg post G20. So we're talking here better roads, traffic lights, we're talking public spaces that have been fine-tuned, and those that are going to be benefiting the people of Johannesburg way past G20.
I mean, they did it when it was time for the World Cup as well. Most of the beauty projects that they started then are sitting and not being touched. It is obvious, isn't it? Here's a young chap speaking because he can tell what this is all about.
Well, not everyone is convinced.
Good, right? Obviously, they're faking all of this. Huh? No South African in their right mind is going to fall for this nonsense, surely. Knowing what we know, I'm very much convinced that no man or woman could even consider this act by the ANC to be anything but fake and pretentious. Right? Right?
Pavements are being fixed.
Kids are walking freely. They are from school, they are walking freely. This has never happened because the street was crowded. It was crowded with the basket, it was crowded with the people, it was chaotic in the streets. I believe that this is not influenced by G20, but this was the in the pipeline of the project of the mayor that he wanted to carry out.
Imagine that. It was already in the pipeline. And there's a huge number of people who refuse to think logically. They will love the ANC no matter what. There hasn't been a cleanup of this nature in decades.
Kids are walking freely. They are from school, they are walking freely. This has never happened because the street was crowded.
Only after President Ramaphosa came to Joburg did Joburg start taking action to fix Joburg.
Cyril Ramaphosa and cabinet members are on a two-day visit to Gauteng. The president has proposed a provincial task team to fix Johannesburg. This visit started yesterday, sort of doing a province-wide focus, and today he's focusing on the metro municipality. He's also said he's disappointed with the state of Gauteng and its municipalities.
President Cyril Ramaphosa has instructed Gauteng leaders to fix the province ahead of the G20 Summit. Ramaphosa lamented the state of Gauteng and its municipalities. He was speaking during his interaction yesterday with the provincial leadership at the Johannesburg Council chambers in Braamfontein.
President Ramaphosa wanted to make sure that South Africa was clean for the sake of the G20. But how does one come to the view that the mayor was already planning to clean up the city? How? This is additional confirmation that there is a big problem within our people. The voter in South Africa is a big part of the problem. The politicians are the problem because the voters are the problem. And the voters are the problem because the politicians are the problem. What came first, ladies and gentlemen? Please let me know in the comments section below. Who do you think came first? The voter or the politician? The ANC is a dinosaur. It started off on a good foot with well-intentioned men and women. It came to fight for the freedom of black people who were being oppressed in South Africa, and that was definitely a worthy mission. The fight was fought, the mission accomplished, the job was done. But sadly, once the job was done, many in the ANC failed to get with the times. Hence, they failed to develop the people and the country, which is why anytime there's an event, there's a big cleanup that needs to be embarked on. I mean, how is it that street cleaning is not on the daily to-do list of all South African municipalities? How is it that the G20 is the reason why some streets were being cleaned? How is it that this is the first time ever that the mayor and his mayoral committee have ever done any kind of work? This is also the first time in many years that the city managers and municipal workers have done any work. It is obvious. Just take a look at this. How is that not obvious? How? You can say you were working, but the state of the infrastructure tells us what you were doing or not doing for a very long time. You were having lunches, endless meetings and conferences on our dime. Most municipal workers were following the leadership of their masters, unionized to the core, focusing on collecting the salary because the leadership is pathetic. Instead of dealing with the problems in Joburg, what did a member of the leadership do? He was meeting Katie Molefe during work hours. Instead of being busy working for his salary, he's caught hanging out with criminals or resurrecting his online news platform, whichever story you want to believe. Now is when they are roaming around the streets to plant trees with President Cyril Ramaphosa. What are we doing here? And why now? You know, you may love the ANC. You may even be planning on voting for them again in 2026 and 2029. But surely you can see and admit that the party you love and vote for is really pathetic, right? Anyone with a bit of logic can see how important trees are to the beautification of the nation and its cities and neighborhoods. I mean, just take a drive under some jacarandas and tell me if it's not beautiful and calming. Apart from the physical beauty to our eyes, trees are also good for our mental well-being. But it seems like the ANC hates trees because trees mean you have to come back again and again to make sure you trim and maintain them. Having chopped down some trees and branches, they're now spending our money to buy these baby trees, planting them in a place where people will probably not respect them. Have they at least implemented a maintenance plan for these trees? Who will water them? Will the people not break them? In a few months, will those trees be thriving or will they be gone? What do you think? Let us know in the comments section below. Anyway, let's enjoy the trees and the cleanliness. Let's appreciate seeing our flag proudly displayed. And let's enjoy some of the lights along the highways and everything else that has been pulled out for the G20 Summit. Please like and share this video and subscribe to the channel for more videos. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Katlego. This is Citizen Concerned. And until next time, beware of the comrades.